Hi kids, it's Bunny with another junk journal for you. This one is called Dreaming, and it's about not the kind of dreams you have about your life, but the kind of dreams you have at night when you're asleep. And on the cover we have very light sea green, sea foam colored velvet ribbon that's holding it together. And on the cover you see this beautiful fabric that in places look kind of dreamlike, and lovely dreamlike lady and a little seafoam colored feather. You know, I could probably use my glasses, but let me pull this out a little. Okay. On the inside, we see sparkly night sky-like effect with a fairies journaling card and another journaling card. All my journaling cards are white on the back so you can write on them. And I also have a little thing I now include in my journals that tell you about the journal and how it can be used. Some people might not have any idea what the heck these things are. So, moving on, there's our first tuck with journaling cards, beautiful flowers. I think that's upside down. Anyway, and a tag. You can also write on all the tags in the back of these. Oh, and this pretty paper here. The pretty papers that are all colored that I use in this particular journal I got from Digital Curio on Etsy, and I think they're very lovely. They had some others on there in their shop that were great too. I think I bought several. And here's a music sheet. You know, put a little gold on the edge of this one. And this is a handmade piece of paper with little flower petals and leaves in it. And here's a little cluster with a little bling on it. And did a little stenciling. And this is another pocket with dreamy cards, journaling cards. And on this page we have a truly vintage photograph of this happy couple in the garden. That's about as dreamy as I could get the photographs. And more little cluster page out of an old book, and the old book pages in here are a little bit sensitive, so you don't want to manhandle them anyway. And here we have a little bag, and inside is this lovely picture of a statue. And by the way, my hands do tremble. It's okay. I have trembling. It's just normal. Here's another tag. And a mysterious lady from Life magazine. And this here is a piano music. Vintage, very vintage. And here in the middle we have a large pocket. And inside that large pocket, did I get all the goodies? Yeah. This is a beautiful journaling card of a good size. And a mini notebook for you to write in. It's got its own little mini pocket with mini journaling cards and a bunch of paper you can write on. A little extra journaling space. Next, more music. Another bag. This one has ticket to Pacific Ocean Park. That's vintage. And Sleeping Beauty and the Beast. Sort of a dreamlike creature. More book page. Another tuck. These are peacocks. It might be hard to make out at first. And there's some journaling cards in there. Some of them I edged gold. Yeah, you'll notice this particular journal is not strictly vintage themed as my journals usually are. There are modern things in it as well. And so I didn't try to make everything in it look vintage, although there are true vintage things in it. In this tuck, another journaling card, and a tag. I think I'm casting a shadow. And here's some more of that. We have stamping throughout also. More of that lovely handmade paper. More music. And we have lace on the edges of some of the pages, including this cute little ball fringe, which I think is adorable. And here in this pocket, we have another tag. And more modern photographic art. Strange photo, which I love. Another cluster. Here is a vintage cover for Castles in the Air. Music page. Here's a glassine envelope. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is a vintage old photograph. It seems to be a girl doing something, and it's very odd looking, and I can't tell what it is. So I thought it was kind of thing you see in a dream where you can't figure out what the heck's going on. Another journaling card, more music. I put a little edging on that one. A doily, page out of an old magazine. And here's a page that I tore and edged in silver and stuck a butterfly on. This is wallpaper. There's another piece of bling. And here's another center of the signature large card. The large envelope card holder. It has this gorgeous rose photograph. And this is a genuine love letter from 1927. And I've read it, and he says a lot of sweet things in there, and I think you'll enjoy it. This is the back of some wallpaper. In this pocket we have more journaling cards and a tag. Some of these are simply beautiful, and some of them are simply odd. Here's another page of the magazine, Doily. This is a piece of ribbon from India. Has sequins all over it. Very sparkly. More music. Another pocket with a tag and a mysterious masked man and a mysterious colorful pattern, which I have no idea what it is, but I thought it was pretty and looked dreamlike in a way. And there's a wonderful word down there. And here's some sheet music that opens up to reveal some sparkly bling. In this tuck there's some more journaling cards. And I love this fringe here. That's one of my favorite edgings. And going on to the next signature, we have Once Upon a Dream, and some odd scene in a dream, twins, and some beautiful roses. Here's another little bag, and in it is a picture of a photograph, vintage, of somebody all alone with a suitcase, it looks like. It just looked kind of empty and dreamlike to me. And here's some fabric and lace samples. And on the other side is a journal card, Girl in a Bubble. Another bit of cluster. Book page. Here's a tuck with more journaling cards. Eerie dream visions. And a tag. Here's some more of the handmade paper. Some music with a little sparkly yarn on the edge. And in this tuck, there's some magical butterflies and the magical landscape and the angel of dreams. We come to another of the big envelopes. In this one I put some parts of a table runner. I guess that's crochet, I'm not sure. But in this pocket is a big peacock card. Beautiful peacock. I love peacocks. A pretty flower. And a vintage postcard of New Orleans, where a lot of dreamy or nightmare-y things happen. Take your pick. In this tuck, a man is juggling his heads. That's got to happen in a dream. And more journaling cards, another tag. There's a little glassine bag, and you can see that one of the cards is a flower. There's another card behind it. I'll let you discover that. Here's something you might see in a nightmare. Rather odd. Masked people. A dream landscape. And that looks slightly nightmarish. Perhaps someone looking over her shoulder. Here's another bag with another vintage photograph and some little journaling cards. And we come to the last signature. Love that tuck, the girl peeking out from the flowers. And speaking of flowers, there's some gorgeous roses. And someone looking up into the night. Wallpaper. It has fabric ruffle on the back. There's another tuck with another mysterious man with a mask. And someone in the forest. And another tag. More music. Another cluster. This is a page out of the magazine that was too tall. Instead of just cutting it off, I put the top here and the bottom here. And you can put it together in your mind. Here's a belly band with a couple of journaling cards in it. Doily. And the final large envelope has sort of a fairy grotto scene and a little another little mini notebook. And I forgot to put a card in that tuck. I'll have to do that before I send this off. And here's another old magazine page that's chopped in half with tops and bottoms included. Music with a little yarn. Here's a pocket with strange people and a strange cat. Seems to be evaporating. And another tag. Wallpaper. Final pocket has a girl with butterflies coming out of her chest. And this dove flying at night. And another tag. And in the back pocket, inside the back cover, is the fairy journaling card. Sundown.